Hey guys, my name is Esmeralda Aguilar, and if you're watching this, you're probably in class and your teacher's forcing you, or you found this on YouTube and decided why not. Either way, I'm glad you're listening because I'm here to talk about a serious issue. I'm going to make two phone calls and I'm going to ask a series of questions, and you are about to hear the responses. I also have a partner, Kira Martinez. She couldn't be here, but I just still like to acknowledge her because she did help me out with these questions. Okay, our first phone call will be to my fellow classmate, and her name is April Gonzalez. Let's see if she picks up. Okay, put her on speaker. Okay. Hello, April. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna jump in right into the questions. So, are you aware of the abuse and the unfairness of workers and what they're put through to manufacture clothes for major companies such as H&M, Victoria's Secret, Forever 21, and whatnot? So, if you do know about this abuse, what do you think of it?
I was actually not aware that workers were put through any danger or abuse at all.
Actually, they are put into abuse. If a worker does not do amount of work in a limited time, they're abused by the owners and are rushed, and most often women are sexually harassed. Now that you are aware of this abuse, does it affect your willingness to buy clothing items from said companies like H&M and stuff? You know.
I mean, even though I feel bad for them, I'm still gonna buy clothes because it's like a necessary for me.
What if we only bought clothes when we needed them and not every time something new comes out? Do you believe this could bring us one step closer to our solution? Basically, buying what you need and not what you want. Yeah.
Well, if we bought clothes only when we need them, it like decreased the production, but I mean, still, they would have to work to make the clothes.
Yes, but with less demand, workers wouldn't be put into such time limitations and such abuse, you know? Yeah, well, since we are running short on time, do you think workers should at least get paid a little bit more, get a pay raise? Some workers get paid as little as a few cents a day while we buy the product for $100. Do you think passing an international law on pay raise would help?
I think it would help because it would like give money to them because they worked hard for it. Therefore, they deserve that raise and that money.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, April. We are going to go to our next caller, and thank you for your opinion. Okay, next up, we have another fellow classmate of mine by the name of Dayanari Renteria. She is a fellow freshman, and I feel like she has a couple of other things to say. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with the same question as I asked April Gonzalez and see where this conversation takes us. Okay, hello, Daya. So, my first question for you today would be: are you aware of the abuse and unfairness of workers the that workers are put through to manufacture clothes for major companies such as H&M, Victoria's Secrets, Forever 21, and whatnot? If so, what do you think of this?
I mean, I saw the video, of the true cost thing, and in all honesty, I was like amazed because I was like, dang, like we're over here like buying everything like it's like nothing, but then like where they're working, it's all like bad and everything. Like somewhere I wouldn't want to work in. Like I feel like it just makes me think a lot, and I'm like, dang, like I wish I could do something, but I'm like in reality, I feel like I can't really do anything because yes, like we'll acknowledge the fact that like it's something bad, but it's not like we're gonna change it. It's not like we're gonna be like, oh, okay, let's change it. Like we are, but it's just gonna take a long time because we as society have like already come pretty far in the clothes industry, and we can't just like shut it off.
Very understandable.
I mean,
Oh.
you know, trees are a big problem. That we're using paper and everything. Have we stopped using paper? No. Do we use less of it? Well, yeah. We use some of it, but then we use less of it at times.
Mm.
And in all honesty, dude, I feel like it's just we can't really put a stop to this. We can like there's like things we can do, but it's just if you're willing to want to change the world, you have to be willing to not just talk about it. You have to be willing to do it. Like you can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this" and complain and complain and complain. You have to like if you're gonna do what you want, you have to take actions into your own manners. Like it's not just gonna come to you. You have to go for it.
Yeah, yeah, that's very well put. To our next question, do you think buying what we need and not what we want can take us one step closer to solving this serious problem?
Yes and no. I say yes because we're like, oh, I just need to go buy food. I'm not gonna buy clothes. I'll just wear the same thing I wore today, tomorrow. Example. But I say no because I mean, eventually there's always gonna be that one time that you're gonna be like, oh, I want to do what I want. Like, I want a new pair of Vans, or dude, I want those leather boots, or there's always gonna be that one temptation that gets to you, and you have the urge that you want it, but you get it. It's just like if that temptation, that little urge is like gone.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has these temptations. I mean, I must admit, I have temptations to buy certain things at certain times. But with time, can't we all get rid of this temptation as a whole society, as a whole?
I mean, I think we can in all honesty, but it's just we have to choose whether we want to or not. Because if we're not determined to something, we're eventually gonna like zone out and be like, whatever. But if we're actually like determined and do as we say we want to do, then you know, we'll be successful in this. But it's just like it just depends on perspective in this case. It depends on whether you want to and you have hope for the future, or you don't want to and you just don't think it's possible to like change an error we've done, but it's not permanent.
Yeah, well, very well said. Well said. I understand that this is a hard goal that, without full participation from everyone, is very unlikely to be accomplished. Moving on, do you believe workers should earn a better pay wage? Should companies take the responsibility to pay factory workers a decent living wage?
See, yes, 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 urgently, pronto. Companies need workers. And if they're not gonna pay the workers right, the workers are gonna be like, well, I need the money, so I'll do it. But if you can like, how do I explain it? Like if you can barely like live with the few money that they give you, you expect to like make a living out of that? Like you just can't. Like not even like nowadays. Like sometimes when our parents don't have work or something, well, we can like stressing out about it because you're like, dude, that's like it's like hard. Like you don't know what to do. And
Mhm.
the fact that like they get paid so little, like tampoco it's not fair. Like at least higher than the minimum wage, like a living amount.
Yes, I for one agree with you, but also companies should not take all the blame. I mean, if there wasn't such high demand for clothing every other week, we wouldn't be in such a situation. Do you believe consumers take a big part in this problem? Do you think yeah.
Yes, consumers take a lot in this. Like whether we like it or not, we do because it's just like we're over here like purchasing and like we're kind of like pressuring them, like and like hey, get us more vans, for example, or hey, get us more. Marca Guess. That's like one of like the like brands I use, Guess. And like sometimes like when they're like out of stock, we gotta wait, obviously. And like I feel like we kind of like peer pressure them, and then like and if they don't make it on time, that's when they get like hit and stuff. So I think it's our fault as well.
Yes, I agree with you. It is the consumers, which is us, which is everyone that buys everything. Like, if there wouldn't be such high demand, we wouldn't be in this situation, like I already said before. Well, unfortunately, that is all the time we have today. Is there anything else you would like to say, solution, comments, or any advice?
Well, if we're gonna make the situation better, we gotta all be as one, not as separate. That's all.
Yes, very well put, and well said. Thank you for your time. You guys should comment down below what you think solutions could be, what you think of this problem, if I even define the problem. Yeah, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I would like once again to thank April Gonzalez and Dayanari Renteria. I would also like to acknowledge that Kira Martinez helped out with these questions, so she should be acknowledged and help. Okay, well, thank you very much for listening, and yeah, bye.